Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Good Hang. We have a great guest today. It is the one, the only, Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth and I, we get into it. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about codependency, bone density. I mistake her for Nicole Kidman, and we'll never forget it for the rest of my life. And also we talk about her new film, Marty Supreme, out now, and her return to acting. So it's a great conversation. But we always do this thing before our guests come and join us, where we talk well behind their back and speak to someone and get a question from them. And joining me via Zoom is the director of Marty Supreme, Josh Safdie. Josh has made a bunch of really amazing films, including Good Time with Robert Pattinson and Adam Sandler's Uncut Gems. And this is another, big hit. So let's join Josh and see where he's talking to us from. Hi, Josh. This episode of Good Hang is presented by Nespresso. For those who never compromise on their morning rituals, especially their coffee ritual, Nespresso's new Virtuo Up makes your first cup irresistible. With a 3-second start, easy open lever, and dedicated coffee creations mode button, it's even easier to brew the bold coffee over ice or milk. It's your coffee, your way. Nespresso. Shop now exclusively at Nespresso.com and use code Amy to receive a set of Lume coffee mugs when you spend $50 or more, while supplies last. Am I catching you in a trailer or in the back of a kitchen?
Yeah, in the back of a kitchen.
Where are you? Where are we talking to you from?
I'm doing grueling press in London, and they double booked me. This was kind of added late, so I'm actually eating in the kitchen.
Oh my God,
and
you
I said,
can eat.
"Can I do it?" They said, "Can I do it in the bathroom?" And they said, "No, because we need to have access to the bathroom." I said, "Do you have anywhere that I can do it?" So I said the pastry thing, because it's like morning stuff. So they said it's pretty. The traffic here is quite minimal. So,
well, as a director, it kind of makes sense that there's some interesting depth to this shot.
Yeah. I hope so. I mean, I'm hoping that there's some really good pastries here.
Yeah.
Really, look here.
Let me see. Oh, geez. We got a croissant. Can
you see that?
Yeah, there's like a braided something. What is that?
Hello. Sorry.
Now there's someone coming to get the pastries.
Thank you.
Listeners, now that someone came behind and are grabbing the pastries from behind our set, and we're going to need those pastries in there for continuity. We got to get those pastries back, Josh.
Some more, so.
We haven't had a chance to meet you, and I am a huge, huge fan of your films and your work.
Sorry.
Wait, listeners, there's another person behind Josh getting some more pastries right now. This is amazing.
Sorry about that.
Well, it's hard to make a good movie. Congratulations on making many. And this movie seems awesome. And you work with Gwyneth and Timothée Chalamet, so many other great people in your film. First of all, your casting is super interesting. How do you approach casting? You're like, you have someone in mind when you're writing, or like, how do you approach casting in general?
For most of the writing process, I try to think of somebody and write with their voice. So like casting Gwyneth is the reason why I wrote it for her. Is like, I have this memory of her. Obviously was acting until pretty recently, but I have this memory of her as like a teenager, as like a kid. In the movies, like, obviously her earlier, like Seven and Hard Eight, PTA and Fincher, and my cinematographer shot Seven, like those were like early, like you're into film, you're like, wow, these are so, but then like Talented Mr. Ripley and Great Expectations and A Perfect Murder, amazing movie that she plays, and later Two Lovers by James Gray. I mean, she's talked about as a movie star who hasn't acted in a long time immediately. And that, I think for her also was really, really special. Because it was easy for her to tap into that, but she's cool. She's like a boulder, but also a feather at the same time. So she's like, she brings that to the movie in such a great way. But she said to me right before we started shooting, I scheduled it so that the first thing that we shot was her like acting on her character acting on stage for the first time in 25 years. So, and she turns to me, she's like, I hope I remember how to do this. And it was something so like this person I like looked up to and one of the greatest actors. And I just, revered her. And now she's coming to me and she's so vulnerable. And it was so human. It was so like perfect. It was so perfect.
That's the thing I think is so interesting about Gwyneth is she balances those two things, like a lot of real like self-awareness and self-assuredness and confidence, and then a very open, creative and vulnerable quality, both of them a lot. And I really, I'm so interested in talking to her about exactly that moment in your film.
I can't wait to hear you guys talk about
the moment in the film when she is on stage and she kind of gets this glee that she's back.
Great moment. Great moment.
Yeah. And it's shot so beautifully and captured so beautifully. And it does feel like we're talking to her in that moment when she's feeling like I'm an actress again, whatever. And do you ever even really stop? And to your point, I mean, she is one of the guests that I feel like is the most projected upon. She is used to being looked at, which is already a hard thing. Like she can withstand being looked at.
That's a hard thing. I can't.
No, I
can't. My wife and I got married at City Hall partially because I didn't want to like stand on an aisle and get looked at. And she's like, as people say, she's got that dog in her, and she's a lot. I mean, when I first went to meet with her, I just kept telling my agents, just please just get me in front of her. I was like full on Marty, and I pull up to her house and I go in, and there's this thing that Hollywood does that people don't,
there's someone else coming for croissants behind.
People don't know about this. And it's something that I like learned in Hollywood a little bit later. It's like when you go and you meet someone, in particular, someone of power, you go in and they have this trick that they do. I'm sure you know about this, where you have the assistant or someone they work with comes in after 15 minutes and they say, oh, we have your next meeting is here. Do you want me to push it? Or do you want me to jump now? And that's like a little thing is to get them out of the meeting. Like, this is a hard one. I'm going to get out of it. And I saw her assistant come in after 15 minutes. It's like, oh man, that was so brief. But we were really connecting on the history of this character. She's like, no, just push it. I was like, all right, I'm in. And she pushed it like 4 times. So when I left, I was like, I think I did it. I think I like convinced her to do this just based on the push rule.
Yes. Well, I know you are about to eat. And there's nothing more it's the first rule of directing. When you have a croissant in the shot, you're going to have to eat it by the end of the interview. Ate
one of the ones with the little. Look at this over here. Look at this.
Let's see what else we got. Josh is directing us. Chocolate covered donuts. Okay, so to finish out, I asked my guests, my Zoom guests, to give me a question for the guest I'm talking to today. Is there anything big or small, important, not important, that you would want to hear in this conversation with me and her, or like you wanted to always ask her, or advice or thoughts or anything that comes to mind?
Oh man. What did your son think of the movie?
Beautiful. Because you guys just had a premiere.
He just saw it.
Awesome.
And I spoke to him very briefly, and he felt he like had this kind of high about him, but I didn't get to tell you get pulled in all these directions, but I wanted to talk to him more. And his name is Moses, and the dog's name in the movie is Moses. And Moses is the purveyor, he's the moral purveyor. So
I love that. And also, Josh, I just find it so awesome that, as the movie's coming out and it's getting these huge reviews and it's out, people are getting to see it, you still care about what people think of it. Like it's important for you to hear how it's
in the room.
Resonating.
In the room. I try not to pay attention or read the other stuff.
Good. Well, I'm here to tell you it's a hit.
Thanks. I hope so.
It's a hit, baby!
Thank you. You have a good meter on you, so that I'll think you're not bullshitting me there.
No, it's a hit. The kids love it. The critics love it. Awards all day, babe. Get ready. I don't believe in jinxes. Thank you so much for your time. I can't wait.
Thank you.
Send me a photo of you eating any baked goods that you get in that kitchen.
Okay. I really hope the camera didn't see me touching the food. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time. Yeah. Such a pleasure.
Have a good time talking to Gwyneth. It's like talking to a movie star.
I can't wait.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks so much, Josh. Appreciate your time. Bye. This episode is brought to you by Visible. Got a resolution to save? Kick 2026 off right with Visible. It's a one-line wireless plan with unlimited data and hotspot for $25 a month. Taxes and fees included. All on Verizon's 5G network. It's the ultimate wireless hack to save money and still get great coverage and a reliable connection. Now for a limited time, new members can get the Visible plan for just $19 a month for the first 26 months. Ring in the new year with code SWITCH26. Share the savings with a deal that is too good to keep quiet. Switch now at visible.com. Terms apply, limited time offer subject to change. See visible.com for plan features and network management details. This episode is brought to you by Apple Watch. So, how's that New Year's resolution going? Or are we quietly pretending the second Friday of January doesn't exist? That's Quitter's Day, by the way. Most of us tap out by then, but not this year. Not if you've got Apple Watch. Apple Watch keeps you moving, literally, with those movement goals, activity rings, little achievement streaks, and even gentle nudges like, hey, maybe stand up today. It's like having a motivational mentor who's also very polite and lives on your wrist. So if you're thinking about giving up, don't. This is the year we quit quitting. Let's go. Apple Watch, made to motivate. Find out more at apple.com/Apple Watch Series 11. iPhone 11 or later required. Gwyneth is here. Gwyneth Paltrow is here, and we're checking her earrings. I mean,
I feel like maybe
I need to come to you for this advice. I'd love to see one off.
I agree. What about that?
I like that better.
Oh, thank God.
I'm thrilled that you took my.
Oh God, these are the worst.
Yeah.
I felt like they're like these big boingers.
Yeah,
like, why do I need to do that?
And were they clip-ons?
Yes, and they were really painful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think you need to boing it up.
No more boingers,
No more
guys.
big boingers on your ears. That's what we're saying for 2026. Hi. I'm so happy you're doing this. Thank you for being
here.
here.
I've not seen you in such a long time.
No, I was trying to think. I feel like the last time we may have seen each other was Rob Lowe's 60th birthday party. The most incredible, young-looking 60-year-old in the world, Rob Lowe. Incredible.
It's all the plastic surgery.
Yeah. Over and over and over again.
Over and over.
I mean, and I feel like I got to see you briefly there and sat next to your wonderful husband and had a really good convo with Brad. But
yeah, that was it. But we didn't get to.
We didn't get
a good hang. You know what I mean?
I'm very excited to talk to you today.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks for being here.
Please lower your expectations.
I do enjoy a low expectation too.
Good.
But I wanted to kind of start in the present. You play this character in Marty Supreme who is coming back to acting.
Yeah.
You are also doing that in a real way in the film. You haven't been in a movie for 10 years. Yeah. And there's this really beautiful moment in the movie where the actress hears the response, and it's really cool and has this feeling of like just, I don't know, joy of doing something again. Did you feel that when you were making this movie?
I did feel it. I was so, I don't know. It was like such a special group. You know, how sometimes you do a project and you're like, oh, this feels really special. You know, it feels like we're making something worthwhile. I don't know if people will like it or not, but it's like a real swing and everyone's great at their job. And so I was like, wow, I think I missed this, you know? It was like, it really, it felt so, I don't know, like not pedestrian. Like it felt very unique and like special.
So we have this thing where we talk to people behind their back before they come on.
Oh boy, okay.
And we talked to Josh Safdie.
Amazing.
And what was it like to work with him? What kind of director is he? What was that experience like?
it's just great. I mean, he's brilliant and kinetic and, you know, what I love about working with him too is you never quite know what he's going for.
Mm-hmm.
So you never totally relax. You know, you're like, what is he actually saying? Like, what do I, or like you'll do something one way and then he'll ask you to do the exact opposite and then back to the first way. So you're like, what do you want? What are we going for? And I think that's by design, you know, to sort of unearth something surprising or very real. Or
do you like that when people keep you challenged a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
Like,
because it's like a trust that they feel like you can handle it.
as long as I think they're a good director.
Right. Right. Because when someone's doing it, I'm sure you've had this happen. There's no worse feeling in any job that you do, anywhere where you show up where you're like, uh-oh, the person in charge is not ready or not good.
It's just, I think what happens as an actor on that set is you become risk averse.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, I'm not going to go too far out on a limb here because I don't know if I'm in safe hands or not.
Are you the kind of person that would take over a situation if there wasn't a good captain? No.
I mean, I would, like in the AD department. I do anyway. I'm like, guys, come on, let's go. What are we doing?
Me too. It's actually like a problem I have to work on, which is like, stop trying to shape the day.
Right. I mean, I think I have an efficiency issue, you know, and like when I think what also really messed me up was when I went to go do Glee and I saw how much they got done in one day.
TV is incredible. It's a machine.
It's like you are never sitting there.
Yeah.
You work all day. Everything's so quick.
Yeah.
You leave the set and you're like, oh my God, we accomplished so much. You know, we're like on a Marvel movie, you're like in your trailer for 14 hours.
I know. And then even take TV and then go to SNL, which is an emergency room, which is like, we need something tomorrow.
Yeah.
No problem. And then in films, it's like 6 months out and
you're like,
we can't do it.
Is anyone going to come and get me?
I'm going to die.
I'm going to die in my trailer.
I know time is really weird.
It's weird.
Yeah. Like time is your currency. Like that's the only thing that's important left.
That's right. And they're not making any more of it.
So Josh was so, and he said something very sweet, like his question, for you, which is such a director's question and such a question from a director whose film has just come out, is what did your son think of the movie? He wanted to know what Moses thought of the movie.
That's so sweet. He loved the movie.
Yeah.
He was, I mean, I went after the screening when I saw him, I said, he's like, it was incredible. I had to kind of watch like this because there's some kissing.
Sure.
So that he was not a big fan of.
Yeah.
But other than that, he loved it.
So many people project so much stuff on you, Gwyneth. Like you get so much stuff projected on you. And you spoke at the Hollywood Reporter event. You were receiving an award, the Sherry Lansing Woman
Leadership
Award. And you spoke really beautifully about it, about this idea of versions of ourselves. Yeah. Because I do think that every woman, everyone, man, woman, understands it. Like, hopefully, if you're doing some work and you're having some life experience, you keep kind of shedding stuff and figuring out things about yourself. And having those versions kind of be out in the world is really difficult because people get to have opinions about it. But everybody understands that feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, with that in mind, I want to go to like the tiny doll, the little Gwyneth, because I know people that knew you when you were little.
You sure do.
You know, Maya Rudolph went to elementary school with you.
Yeah.
What do you remember about being with her when you two were little people?
Well, our fathers were best friends from Tulane University.
Wow.
And so Maya came to our elementary school right after her mother died, unfortunately. And I remember my dad saying, oh, my friend's, daughter's coming. And we just became great friends since 7 years old.
Yeah.
I think our senses of humor really developed together with, our other best friend or a couple of them. And then they all went to high school together. I moved to New York.
Yeah.
But stayed close with them forever and ever.
It must be nice to have Dick Rudolph, Maya's amazing dad, in your life too, because he knows so much about your dad who passed. Like to have somebody who knew your dad when. That's always
the best.
Important, right?
It's so important.
Yeah.
It's like it conjures them again.
Yeah.
You know, when they're in the room, they talk about him, and then it's like all of a sudden you feel the person. It's so nice.
So then you go to New York, you go to Spence. What kind of high school, like what are you like in high school? Are you confident?
I think we moved to New York City when I started 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I was coming from California, you know, so I was like a very rare bird.
Mm-hmm.
And middle school is so brutal.
I know. It's so tender. It's very tender.
It's like scarring for life, I think.
It is. And it's very, everybody's trying on a lot of things.
Exactly.
Like maybe I'm emo. Maybe I only talk to animals.
Right. I was trying all kinds of things.
How old were you when you did was Heart 8 your first film with PTA?
No, my first film, I was probably 18, something like that. I had a few where I had like one line, you know?
Sometimes it's hard to have one line.
I know.
Because there's a lot of pressure.
And you're like in the mirror saying your one line and saying it again.
Did you ever get fired from a job?
I got fired from I worked in Madison Avenue at a toy store and I got fired.
Ooh.
But you mean like a movie job?
Why did you get fired from the toy store? Do you remember why?
Because I was my parents always made my brother and I have jobs after school. And so I didn't know that everyone doesn't just go on spring break. Like people have jobs. So I went on spring break and then
didn't tell anybody.
Nope. And then I came back and I remember the look on the woman's face. She's like,
where are you? She was like, no toys were sold.
She's like, this is not how life works. She's like, you're done here. I was so crushed.
Oh yeah.
I was like 12. It was brutal.
12.
I should have sued her for child labor law violations.
Yeah.
But anyway, I feel like I did get, you know, I was supposed to do a movie at one point and it was like right after the kind of conscious uncoupling thing with Chris. And there was like a lot of harsh stuff in the press. And I think the distributor was like, this might be too hot to touch.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't need the heat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that was great because I was getting a divorce and then I got fired off. So it was so awesome.
And you're like, oh, sorry that my divorce is bothering you.
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, if I can stay there for a second, boy, you were ahead of your time.
Yeah.
You really were.
Thank
because you
Which was good and bad.
I know. It's probably not easy. I think you've been in that position before. But you gave a word, and it wasn't your term. It was a term you were talking about.
Yes.
To like bracket this idea that if you want to, you can try to make the dissolution of a marriage be one that isn't deeply painful.
Yeah.
You can try your best. You can have all of the feelings, but you can still try together to make like a conscious effort to do that. That's what you were talking about. And it's really interesting that people had such big reactions to that.
Huge. Because I think, like, say you had a really nasty divorce or your parents had a really nasty divorce. And then you hear this idea that like, it doesn't have to be done this way. I think the implicit learning is like, oh, fuck, like they're saying I did something wrong. Like, and which of course was not the intention, but I think of course that makes sense to me. Like, oh no, like is the inference that I messed someone up? Like that's not a nice thing to contemplate. So I do understand why it was so personal for people because it was like you only get to see that kind of reaction when it's personal.
So true. And I think too, you know, we're all like when we're defensive about anything, it's saying a lot about something.
Yeah.
And
when we're hurt,
we're hurt,
we say things we don't mean, you know, we get angry, we respond like,
yeah,
that's humanity.
Yeah. Comedy is a little bit interesting in this way too, which is like what we ridicule, like what we make fun of.
Yeah.
It says so much about us, like what we laugh at says so much about us, what we think is, and it tells on you, like it really tells on you.
Totally. You reveal yourself.
You do.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I've always really admired your sense of humor about people's reactions to things. Like you have to kind of have it. And we got to experience, I mean, I got to like do SNL with you and see how funny you were. And it was
we had fun.
We did have fun. I was just thinking today about the stuff that we did together. Do you remember?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that sketch we did where Will played our dad.
Yeah.
And
so
we
Will
were
was
like
our angry dad.
And we were like gangster teenagers, like thinking we were gangsters.
Yeah. Like I think the joke of the scene was we just quietly ate dinner. We were like scraping the plate.
We would like have an outburst and then go back to like quietly eating like awkward teenagers with the family. The second time I was definitely less nervous. The third time I feel like I got to sort of enjoy it. And it was fun to like meet different incarnations of the cast and stuff. And like, I think I was on like Jimmy's first season.
I know there was a sketch with you and Dratch and Jimmy when they used to do like Sully and Denise, like Boston teens.
Oh yeah.
They were at the prom.
Oh my God, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and you did a pretty good Boston accent, I have to say.
Thank you.
It's not easy.
It isn't easy.
No.
Now I married a guy from Boston, so.
Does he, I mean, Bostonians are really picky about the Boston accent.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, there's different kinds. There's sort of the patrician one, and then there's
which
like.
is pretty much gone.
Pretty much gone.
The Kennedy one is kind of gone.
Yeah.
And there's just like kind of your local Dunkin'
My
Donuts.
husband doesn't have really a Boston accent, except like on O words. Like he's like stock.
He says
like,
stock?
Yeah. You can just like, it's like very.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. He's like socks. It's just subtle, but it's there.
Totally socks. I get it when I get a little angry or a little tired.
You do?
Mm-hmm. I had a hard time when I would do Parks and Rec with the word, I still have a hard time with it. Government.
How do you say it?
Because I want to say government.
Right.
Like I want to skip over the ERN. I want to get rid of the R.
Yeah, get rid of it.
Yeah, who cares?
Who cares? Say it your way.
Okay, you're an actress. You do 15 movies in 5 years.
Wow, that's psycho.
I mean, babe.
That's problematic.
How did you do that?
I have no idea. That's probably why I quit for 10 years afterwards. I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
No, 15.
That's insane.
I know. Can you imagine?
I just but like this sort of touches back on what we were talking about, which is I didn't feel like I knew myself and had the agency to say, no. I felt like I better just keep going and going and going. And I didn't bring a lot of strategy to it, you know?
Yeah. Well, you don't know what you don't know. Like we can't be tough on ourselves. We were, you're trying to figure out, especially in your 20s. I mean, your 20s is, I think, a really difficult decade.
Oh my gosh. It really is.
It is. It's
then
painful.
It's just, you don't know at all who you are.
If there's a problem, do you like people, how do you like people telling you about a problem? Let's say, I'll make up a problem. Like, let's say someone, isn't going to show up for something that you want to do. Like you're scheduled to do something today and it's not going to happen. How do you like being told about the problem?
Just straight up.
Yeah, that's what I suspect.
I don't want to preamble.
Yes.
I don't want you to soften the language. Just be direct.
Same. A direct approach. It's always and are you direct with other people?
Yes, now I am.
And
I didn't used to be.
What do you do when you notice that your directness makes them uncomfortable? What do you do with their uncomfortable feeling?
Well, I'm a recovering codependent.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to do anything and everything not to say the thing that would make the waters choppy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized how many more problems I caused, like real problems, you know?
I so relate. Can you say more about this?
Yeah, like I think when you don't say what needs to be said in the moment to spare somebody else's feelings, first of all, like you're rejecting the truest part of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to come out another way. And that's like, you'll end up being dishonest.
Mm-hmm.
You'll end up not saying what needs to be said. You'll end up stringing out some lame relationship for 8 extra months.
Yeah.
And treating them not so nicely because you have stuck yourself in something. You just make a mess.
Yeah.
So I think around the time I turned 40 is when I started to move into this, like, I really need to stop doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked with a coach
Mm-hmm.
on how to hold the uncomfortable feelings of somebody else and disappointing somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I really had a problem with it with men. Like when I
Yeah.
worked with men, really hard time
Yeah.
disappointing them, or saying something that wasn't aligned with their version of things.
Mm-hmm.
And now, I don't know. And then it's so self-honoring when you
Mhm.
just speak the truth, and you can do it very kindly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's also not your responsibility to take care of somebody's feelings when you've simply said the truth.
It's a huge, not just women, everyone needs to learn it, but especially when you learn as a woman our age that people are responsible for their own feelings. It sounds like a very simple thing, but it's very, very hard to learn.
Yep.
Now that you're in a new film, like, are you able to look back at some of the films that you've been in and see, like, be kinder to yourself about stuff? Like, are you able to be a little bit sweeter to yourself about anything?
Yeah. I mean, I think as far as the work is concerned, I think now that I had such a long break and things have changed, and, it's like, now I'm like the venerable old, you know what I mean? And like, I did this interview with Jacob Elordi the other day, and he was like, you've done this and this. And I'm like, fuck, I'm old as hell. Like,
it's so weird. People are like, my mom, I
Yeah, my
remember
mom loves you.
loves you.
My
When my
mom-
mom was in high school, she loved SNL.
Yeah.
I'm like, God,
can I get a
damn.
selfie for my mom? I'm like, how old am I? Like, but I do think that, there's been a bit of it's so interesting because now I'm like, oh yeah, like I did these things that now, at the time you don't think that they're going to be whatever. And then it's like, people send you 10 pictures every Halloween of Margot Tenenbaum costumes, or like people say like, oh God, I had a sliding doors moment where I X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? It's like
cultural things that stuck.
Yes, exactly. And I worked with this great director in his first film, and this one in his second, and this one is first. I'm like, yeah, cool. Like I did do that stuff. That's neat, and it feels like for the first time I'm able to feel the impact of the work that I did earlier in my life.
Okay, so with that in mind, I'm going to do a quick speed round with you about your movies. Because you've been in so many, and I feel like you've talked about them forever.
Okay.
But here we go with speed round. Shakespeare in Love. What words help you get into a British accent?
It's like the vowels, like you sort of have to change the placement of the vowels. Like, so any words like the A's, the O's, and words like perfect.
Cold Mountain. How cold was the mountain?
I wasn't in Cold Mountain.
Oh, forget it then.
But thanks for thinking I'm Nicole Kidman. Bonus!
Wait, why did I think you were in
Unintended
Cold
bonus.
Mountain?
I don't know, but I'm so happy
Eyes
you
Wide
did.
Shut. What was it like working with
Maybe
your
you
husband,
meant-
Tom Cruise?
Oh, he was hot.
Yeah, I bet. Iron Man. Is there a lot of waiting around? You answered that. That was my question. Is there a lot of waiting around on Iron Man?
So much waiting.
Crafty
Brutal.
must be good. Marvel Crafty must be insane.
I don't know.
Oh, interesting. They cheap out on
You know what? I have to
Crafty.
say, I think snack foods can be dangerous.
And snacking is like, at least I know for me, is completely emotional.
Yeah.
Completely emotional.
Yeah. It is, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just like if you're not having a cigarette or you're going for a
Those
drink.
were the days.
I know. Remember cigarettes? We talk about it here and we know they're very bad for you, but God,
God,
that came up at such a great time.
I know, man.
I know.
You know what I decided? When I'm like 87, I'm going to start smoking again.
Fantastic. I mean, I remember when we were in the 2000s when there was a lot of that. And then also you were the first person to say the word macrobiotic diet. You were on a macrobiotic diet.
Yeah. That was a great phase where it was like cigarettes and tofu with the brown rice and the seaweed. Like, I don't know what I was
just cleaning your house while it's on fire kind of thing. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Sliding doors. You mentioned it. Do you ride the subway?
Do I ride the subway? Yeah. I mean, I haven't in a while because I don't live in New York City anymore. But when I did, I took it all the time.
Do you have to go pretty incognito? Like, do you feel like you can kind of blend?
Yeah. Don't you feel like New Yorkers are just,
New Yorkers don't care.
They don't care.
Yeah. Contagion. Was it weird that everybody was watching it during the pandemic?
Yes.
Everyone was watching it.
I know.
Everyone got really into dark shit.
I know.
And it's like they wanted to see you dying from an illness.
I know. It was very
your character.
It was very
weird.
I know.
Royal Tenenbaums Halloween costume.
Yeah. And so much more.
Yeah. You're smiling.
I really love that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
And I had such a good time making the movie.
Yeah. It's such a cool character. She's so cool.
She's so cool.
I know, with her wooden finger.
I know.
And talk about cigarettes.
I know. And I had quit smoking and then I had to smoke in the movie. And
you were like, oopsie.
I was like, I guess I smoke again.
That fur coat, whose idea was that the costume?
It's all Wes. Wes knows how he wants every single prop and costume and everything. He's so wonderfully specific. I loved that. Like, I loved stepping into this drawing, of his.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It's so cool. Talented Mr. Ripley. Did you, speaking of clothes, did you use any of your own clothes in that film, or did you keep any of the
I should have kept some, I wish I'd kept a couple, like one souvenir from every movie, but I never thought to do that at the time. Anne Roth, who's like the most legendary costume designer, did that movie. Yeah. And so she was just so amazing. Oh, I love those costumes so much.
But legendary costume designers can also be really intimidating. Like because they don't let you keep anything.
That's true.
View from the top. Do flight attendants talk to you about that?
They do.
Yeah.
That's the best part of having done that movie.
Do you ever think about like a fantasy other job you would do? Would there be a job like whether it's flight attendant or like where you would feel like you'd be good at it?
I would like to be a chef if I wasn't. Like, I think I could have done that well. I love cooking and food and yeah, that would be, I could have like a little restaurant somewhere,
Hook.
Yeah.
Robin Williams.
Oh my gosh. I didn't get to do
I thought you were just about to say I wasn't in Hook.
No, I wasn't
panicking. Panicking. Don't think I will forever think my whole life that I said you were in Cold Mountain.
Well,
I just want you to know.
This is an honest mistake.
I mean,
Nicole Kidman and I are very interchangeable. Thank you very much.
But Hook, did you work with Robin?
No, I didn't.
Did you get to know him?
I only got to know him a bit when Good Will Hunting came out because I was dating one of the people who wrote that movie and was in that movie.
We're well aware.
And so I got to know him then.
So you guys were dating during Good Will Hunting. Fantastic Boston movie.
After.
Okay.
But when it was coming out.
And so he was around for that press and stuff.
Exactly.
And he's so good in that movie.
Oh,
that movie
so
really
good.
is.
I love that movie.
Me too.
It's a perfect movie.
I agree. It's
I love
it so much. Movie. And it's so like rainy day movie. It's like a rainy day movie.
And Elliot Smith, who did all the music, and Gus, like, it's just perfect. I love it so much.
What's a rainy day? What's a movie that when it comes on, you're like, jackpot, I'm going to watch it. Like a rainy day, a plain movie, something if you're like, I got to watch this.
I like all the 80s movies.
Me too. Like what?
Like San Elmo's Fire.
Ugh.
I will never not watch that if it's on.
Getting back to Rob Lowe,
Mm-hmm.
Rolo, as we called him on set, I would just sometimes like sit there and
Rashida always says.
Yes, Rashida. He loves it, and he's never really had a nickname.
I know.
He said,
and the best thing is it like didn't spread as much as you guys tried to make it a thing. And
we all call him Rolo.
I know, but it didn't
go outside.
You know what I mean? And he really, I think, wants it to go outside.
Of course. He's like, I've never had a nickname.
I know. He loves it.
I remember like the first day on set, me saying to Rolo, it was his birthday and he was shooting on his birthday. And I was like, oh, have you ever been on set for your birthday? And he was like, yes, like 400 times. And I was like, right. You've had a long career. St. Elmo's Fire, Billy.
Rolo as
Billy. Bad boy. Can't change him. Heaven.
He was never my celebrity crush.
Who was?
I mean, well, Keanu Reeves was my first like real. But when I watched St. Elmo's Fire, like I wanted to, like I would have gone with Judd Nelson.
Oh, interesting. You wanted them more professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billy was too hectic.
Really like smart and cheater. Like that was my type. Yeah.
Also, when you rewatch that movie, it's like everyone is so dressed so professionally.
I know.
Like we really did dress like we were when we were in our 20s. We dressed like we were 60-year-olds.
Yeah, the 80s
Wall
was
Street.
weird. And it's happening again now. Do you know, like not the Wall Street thing, but sort of like this sort of grandma chic, like all the hipster cool kids are sort of, it's like the soft. Everything's soft shoulders and
tell me.
Knitted things. And
I got a quarter zip just for this interview. So you tell me.
It's looking really good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. And both Han, you brought up Rashida, both Rashida and Han love you and talk about how fun it is to hang with you and how like they both, and they're, I think, representative of a lot of people who kind of want to know what you think about things because they trust your style. They trust what you said, like the work you try to do to figure out what is the best thing of things. And it's not even about the things. It's just like, is there someone who's keeping an eye out and figuring out, like, is there a better way to do something? You love that.
Love that.
Where do you think that comes from?
I think I'm an Enneagram 1.
Okay, jackpot. Here we go.
So like I'm always trying to improve everything.
Great. So for people, and I don't know anyone who's listened to this who hasn't, hopefully, what is Enneagram 1? How would you describe?
Are you into the Enneagram thing?
Very much.
Again.
Okay, do you want to guess my number? Nobody ever gets it right. God. Here we go. I always get the wrong, people guess the wrong number, which saddens me because I love.
Can I ask you
yes, ask
some questions?
Please.
Okay. Like, how would you describe yourself as someone who really enjoys a dinner party?
Yes.
Okay. Would you describe yourself as somebody who is very focused on achieving?
Yes.
Are you a peacemaker?
No. You're talking about 3, you're talking about 9. I'm neither one of those.
I know. That's what I just gleaned.
Yeah.
So how...
I have a peacemaker wing.
Okay. So you're a 1. You're not a 1 with a 2 wing?
No.
Okay. You're not an 8.
Yes,
you are.
I am.
Okay.
Why don't
you're an 8.
Know this?
You're an 8.
I am an 8.
You're an 8 with a 9 wing.
Yes. So I'm not a monster, right? Because I got a little peacemaker in me.
Yeah.
But I'm a challenger.
You're a challenger. Okay.
And I think I hide it, but I definitely relate to all of that feeling of like authority stuff and challenging a little bit and wanting to lead and feeling very happy with direct people. Like I'm like you, like I really like when people tell me the truth and are direct. I can handle it all day long.
Wow.
But when people come sideways, I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. It's such a bad
feeling.
Yeah.
And I love Enneagram 1s because 1s are on it.
Yeah. We're on it.
And they believe in like getting it right. They're the hardest on themselves.
Oh yeah.
They are really hard on themselves.
But we are trying to make things better, right? We're the reformer.
So you're always, and I've always been like refining to figure out what is a better way to get efficient, like to do it like.
Yeah, to improve yourself, to feel contentment, to, reduce inflammation, to be a good partner, to be a good divorce person.
Yeah. Okay. So with your striving for perfection in mind, I have one more speed round.
Oh.
Okay.
Perfection speed round.
Here we go. Make it perfect. Cold plunge, a lot of controversy about whether or not it's right for women. I said that I do it, and there were a lot of comments saying it's not good for women. Do you do it? Do you like to do it? How do you feel about it?
I do it more sparingly. Like my husband does it every single day. So I spent a lot of time researching this. And what I think I understand that the net of it is cold plunging is not unilaterally terrible for women, but we kind of need to listen to ourselves and maybe not the water quite as cold as the men.
Like that.
Maybe not quite as long as the men. And, to just be mindful of where we are, if we're exhausted and, because it can be quite taxing on the body, but there are still benefits for us.
Speaking of temperature, what do you like for your sleeping temperature?
Well, the older I get, the colder I like it.
Me too.
I like, in the 60s.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh,
I love
cozy.
Alcohol after 50.
Oh, why did they have to ruin it for us?
I know. It's like, it's a disaster.
It's such a bummer.
Coffee?
Yes, big time. I'm a big coffee drinker.
How do you drink your coffee?
With raw heavy cream.
What?
I know.
Shocked.
I know.
That's very New York of you and not California.
I know.
Good job.
I'm like I'm not the alt milk queen.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Oh, do you have regular milk?
I have
cow milk?
I
Or
have half and half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No shame in it.
But I don't really do coffee. I do tea.
Oh,
because
that's very
coffee is a
civilized.
little very English. Okay. Lemon water.
Love it.
Great. Bone density. What are we going to do about it?
We're gonna, talk to our doctor about potential estrogen supplementation.
Totally.
We're gonna do heavy weights.
Yes.
Lots of heavy weights.
Are you doing heavy weights?
Yeah. I do it on this giant, really heavy Pilates reformer thing called a Legree. And
fantastic.
That seems to be good
right now.
Yeah. Look
giant
that
reformer.
Up. It's called the Legree. It's very, very good. And we're going to gag down protein 70 times a day.
Oh. Bone broth. Has that come and gone?
Bone broth is great.
In?
I still like bone broth. I think it's fantastic for your gut. It's full of protein and collagen, all the things. For some reason, people thought I only drank bone broth. But I'll have it as like a cup of tea in the afternoon. That's my favorite way to have it.
Interesting. Sleep routine. Talk me through it.
Okay. So I have to take a bath every night. And
wow.
Yeah. Have to. Non-negotiable.
Interesting.
And if there's not a bathtub, then I have to shower. Like I got to get the day off with water. And I think part of my good sleep routine is eating dinner early. So not going to bed on a full stomach.
Yes. What time do you like to eat dinner? I like it at 6.
Okay, me too.
I make my reservations at 6 p.m.
So do I.
I love it so much.
So great.
And I honestly, sometimes I like to be the first person in the restaurant.
I was last night. I did 5:45 last night.
Incredible.
I know.
To be in bed and have eaten by 8 o'clock.
Oh, is there anything better?
No. I think about bedtime all day.
Me too.
I love it so much.
I know, me too. It's so
I love
exciting.
it so much.
And then Brad and I usually watch something in bed, which I know you're not supposed to do. I know. But, it's so deeply relaxing to me. Like, get in there in a cold room and like watch some serial killer doing something. It's so great. And then, go to sleep and then, I have mouth tape and earplugs. So.
Mouth tape.
Yeah. I'm big into the mouth tape.
I know that's controversial too, mouth tape, because there's a whole mouth tape movement. There's but mouth tape is helpful. Are you a grinder?
I'm a grinder.
Yeah.
So it's helpful for me. Also, I really believe that there's no one size fits all solution. Like we're all so different.
Totally.
We have such different genetics, different phenotypes, different tolerances, allergies, toxic loads. Like we're all, this idea that one thing works for everyone, I think is not true.
See, this is why we love you, Gwyneth. It's true. You just said all this stuff and it was like, you are not selfish. You are not a gatekeeper.
No, that I am not.
You're like, I'm trying this. Would you like to try this? I don't think this works, but who knows?
Right.
Like, you are. It's interesting. It's kind of like the even though you're maybe consider yourself a person who's trying to get it right, you're not afraid to like try and fail with things, and you share it with us.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in, I mean, also because I'm such a researcher and such a guinea pig, like I want to share the learnings, then take it or leave it.
Okay. And then the last thing I'm going to ask you about is, what is making you laugh?
So the thing that's made me laugh the hardest in like the past year, when was the SNL thing that I lazily did not go to?
You didn't go to the SNL 50th?
No.
Wow.
I know. It was a mistake and I regret it. So I just want to say that out loud.
You were like, you just thought like,
I was like, that's
I'll
fun,
wait another 50 years.
I was like, it seems like I had so much work at the time.
It's going to be hectic.
And I was like, I got to go all the way to New York and I had something the next day. And so I just couldn't go.
Yeah.
But I watched the thing at Radio City or whatever.
Yeah,
what was the night before thing?
Yes, incredible music show the night before. Wait, what are you going to say? I love it. I don't know. I'm going to try to.
When Anna and Will did the church thing.
I talked to Anna about it. Bobby and Marty.
Did you write that?
Oh, I wish. No, Paula Pell, the great Paula Pell. Incredible writer on SNL and performer. And Anna and Will do these Bobby and Marty cult.
And she started singing Kendrick Lamar.
Yes. And what Anna said, which was so incredible, is... I got to tell you something. And I think I said this to Anna, but I just want to extrapolate for a second about it. To me, it was like such a win for the comedy kids because it was such a cool night. They literally followed Lauryn Hill. They came on after Lauryn Hill.
I mean,
and their job was to settle everybody. They had to go like, we're going to wait until you stop talking. Quiet. They kept telling everyone to be quiet. And it was so funny.
To me, that's like that. I don't know what brand of comedy you call that, but it's like that funny bones where, what was the Kendrick Lamar song? She's like,
we got to look at it for a second. It was, what was it? What was it?
Please.
Yeah, let's just watch it. And I hope we can get it on, like, is the 50th SNL
Yeah, it was like on Hulu or something like that.
Here we go.
Honestly, I'm sorry.
I know the commitment.
What kind of humor? What do you call that? I'm sweating.
Like real to me, what I would call that, honestly, it's a great question. Gwyneth, to me, I would call it like committed. We got a spit take. Our first one. We got our first spit take on Good Hang, and it's Gwyneth.
It's all over my skirt.
Here we go. Here's some Good Hang tissues.
Oh my God. I can't breathe. It's so funny.
Wait, let's play it again.
Oh my God. Don't. I'm sweating. I'm dying. Oh my God. Okay, so that's called sketch comedy. I need a fan.
We're having a hot flash.
Oh my God.
I'm the one in the quarters up.
a sketch comedy induced hot flash.
Yes, I feel like what you're talking about is real, which is, I feel like it is commitment. It's commitment. Here, I'll take it.
I'll pick it up on my way out.
I feel like it's commitment. And I feel like it's character-based sketch comedy with music. That's how I would describe it.
It's so, to me, that's like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I know what you mean.
I like, it's like these weird specific things.
And in person, it was so funny. That was really fun.
It was really fun.
Gwyneth, I thank you so much for coming on.
Having me.
You're such a good hang.
You're a good hang.
Thank you so much, Gwyneth. It's so fun to hang with you. And you gave us this first spit take that we've ever had on the show, and we hope it's not the last. So thank you so much. And, for this polar plunge, I want to talk about polar plunges. I want to talk about cold dips. There was a lot of controversy when I brought it up last time. And I am here to just remind you, you don't have to do it. I like it. It makes me feel alive / like I'm going to die. And I like it. I know it might not be good for all women, and maybe it's not good for me. I'll find out. Okay. But I'm going to keep plunging, and it does make me feel better. Okay. I don't know what to say. I appreciate, I'm not telling anybody to do it, but if you want to do it, I think it's great. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. Thanks, Gwyneth, for joining us, and see you soon. Bye. You've been listening to Good Hang. The executive producers for this show are Bill Simmons, Jenna Weiss-Berman, and me, Amy Poehler. The show is produced by The Ringer and Paper Kite. For The Ringer, production by Jack Wilson, Kat Spillane, Kaya McMullen, and Aleya Zenieris. For Paper Kite, production by Sam Green, Joel Lovell, and Jenna Weiss-Berman. Original music by Amy Miles.